Hey guys, Morten Åstad here, welcome to my channel. So in this video I thought I would follow up on what I saw a couple of other videos did. JT had a splendid video where he showed some classic cars and album covers, and it seemed like a very nice video to make, so thank you for that. Even I, who am not generally very interested in cars, could appreciate all those nice cars. And then Doug followed up with a video inspired by this, where he showed album covers with cars on it. So I was sort of going through lists of what I had and didn't have, and ended up realizing that did have quite a few album covers with cars. Most of them are CDs though, so I decided to keep it on CD so I didn't have to go back and forth, and I just put back a lot of vinyl records for another thing. Before I go ahead with that, I would like to give what do you call it? A channel shout out. A shout out to Brian over at Embryonic Robot. He is very close to a subscriber milestone, so if you haven't already subscribed to him, would you please do so? Also, I'll leave a link to JT's and Doug's videos about album covers with cars in them. So let us see what I found in my collection. So, as those of you who know me know, I am a Scandinavian person. I hail from Norway and Denmark, and I also have some Swedish ancestry. And I thought, shouldn't I find some record covers with like a Volvo on it or something? Now, I couldn't do that. So, I found a little bit, a couple of Scandinavian things with cars in them. So, this is the Swedish jazz, pop, acid jazz band, whatever you want to call them, smooth as they are. Bo Kaspers Orchester. As you can see, there are no cars there, but there was at least a car in the distance there on the back. So I thought I would include them. So we had something from Sweden. Någonting från Sverige. Something Norwegian. Well, we don't see the car as such, but this is a Norwegian band called D Sound, and they're situated inside of a car. So, something Norwegian there. Another Norwegian, this is the Norwegian band Delilus, or as they call themselves briefly, Delilus 85. And when they recorded an album with their original, well, they let their two permanent members have a break. And brought back their original drummer, I think it was. Suser videre, or yeah, how do you translate that one? So they seem to have replaced their cars with some nice chairs as they're flying through the streets of Oslo there. But in the distance, you can see some cars. So just quickly, some of the albums with cars in them that I managed to find here on a Sunday afternoon, early evening. So, from a Norwegian band to a fellow Norwegian, here's Beck with Hyperspace. Was this his last album so far? Starting to be a while, 2019 this. And so this is the latest album from Ash. Got a bit of a Miami Vice, Back to the Future vibe in this one. Race the Night. Great album, by the way. And here's a car in the distance. This is Arctic Monkeys, The Car, their latest offering. One I must admit that I should probably put aside because I haven't listened to that enough at all. So what's next? Here's a classic Walking down the street with some cars in the background. I love the old Volkswagen there in the background. That's Bob Dylan. Love this photo. Freewheeling Bob Dylan. I showed this vinyl edition of this in MGK Boston's video about suits, but there was a car in it as well. So here you have 10cz, and there's a car in the background there. Ah yes, the Streets. He was a huge presence there in the UK for a while, and he is standing in front of a very nice car, I must say. Is that the same car they burned to the ground in on, was it Portugal the Man's cover? A band that unfortunately dissolved after only 2 excellent albums. There were some sickness in the band and so forth that unfortunately put an end to this wonderful band. This is the Long Blondes, Someone to Drive You Home. There's a cool car there. Very 70s reminiscent. Of course, I could have shown this on vinyl as well. I do have it on vinyl, but keeping it in the CD vein, here's the Blondie in front of a very iconic New York police car. And this was when they were briefly only 4. Second album there. A few more. Here's Neil Young with Trance. Sort of reminds me of that Ash cover. The excellent album by the wonderful Teenage Fanclub. This is Grand Prix. And this band is called Drenge, or Drenge as we would say in Danish. And there is indeed a car here from these English guys. Great band, by the way. Showed all their vinyl records, which I managed to get last summer. And almost to the end here, last car I'm going to show. This is the Chemical Brothers. Iconic cover there. Beautiful. And finally, sort of bookending this. Time to leave, and I don't drive a car, so I'll be getting on a bus. This is the beautiful South, and Super B was their final studio album. Well, final album, actually. I think they pretty much announced that they were breaking up around the days this album came out. Always seems like a prudent thing to do when you're launching an album. And finally, bookending, like I said, with Ash. This is a first studio album collection called Trailer. So that was me showing some records with the cars on the cover, inspired by the always great JT and Doug and their videos. I'm sure there are more popping up as I speak. Any cars you remember on album covers that I haven't shown? I did omit a few, and yeah, make a video yourself. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Please click like and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon in another video. Toot toot. Bye bye.